guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Colts, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And the Colts first down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
To Trey Burton.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets it up past the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And here comes Westbrook.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivation.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chart. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Taylor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. .13 yards remaining on second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Connection made with Chenault. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs.
And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Jonathan Taylor.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now back to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Looking to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And a Colts first down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game? The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13. Brings up 3rd and 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He was taken.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 44-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another run by Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Check three.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jags, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile,